y'all, it's Taty and I'm back for another video, and as you can see with the title, today we are talking about all things Instagram baddies, okay? I get a lot of you like talking to me all the time about like, I don't have an Instagram girl body, I suck because I don't have an Instagram girl body, and I just be like, girl, no. So today I'm planning on giving y'all insight on how to be not only more comfortable with your body, but how to not aspire to have, you know, the it body right now. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. But first, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you doing? We're gonna give you a couple seconds to do that. Did you do it? Good. Now you can watch the video and welcome to our family. Also, follow me on my socials. This is where you can participate in polls, things like that, or whatever. Let's just get into this. Alright, y'all. This is a video I wanted to make for a while now because I just feel like it's getting out of hand. Like, all I constantly see is people discussing how they don't have the Instagram body or like shaming the Instagram body. So we're gonna talk about both. First, let's discuss that you don't need to be pressed that you don't have that body. That's just that on that. I'm about to really give you tea you might not want to hear. So here we go. When we see these bodies, the first thing we need to ask ourselves is this: do I want this body for me? And I personally think that's a really important question, because are you wanting that body because when you look at yours in the mirror, you wish it was like that for yourself? Or is it because we see that that is the body type that is like put on a pedestal by men today? Let's discuss that. Obviously, you know, some of us have our own insecurities, some of us have been wanted to look like that, blah blah blah. But I do feel like a lot of the times it's because girls like that are getting sexually praised. You know what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself that question, because that really switches it. And y'all know I'm the one to be like, wear what you want, do what you want, da da da. I'm never the girl to be like, oh, if you're in a mini dress, you're wearing it because you want attention from men. No, that's not it. But this is a specific topic where it can be applied. I don't know. I think what I'm seeing is that body type is like, it's just praised by men. It's discussed in songs. It's that thing in pop culture today, right? I feel like a lot of the insecurities come from that and less so about ourselves. So it's not like, oh, if you don't have this body, you're not praised anywhere, because that's not true. It's confusing to me when that seems like, to girls, it's like the end all be all. If you don't look like that, you're garbage. You might as well hang it up. Because why? Who said? Guys, who said? As much as like popular body types have changed, being thin has always kind of been the thing, right? And this is where I got irritated, because the other day on live, somebody was like, Taty, like, please tell them that calling somebody fat is the same as calling somebody skinny. And I was like, no, it's not. Because as much as the thickness has come in and the round hips and the da-da-da, as much as that's come in, so now being called too skinny or skinny is almost an insult at this point, especially if you're insecure about something like that and somebody knows that and they're like poking at it, being like, oh, you so skinny, eat something, girl, put something on your bones. I've been there. I was small most of my life, right? I'm still genuinely petite, but I was like tiny most of my life. So I've been there, and I know that it hurts, and I know that a lot of people do that as bullying. But what we're not gonna do ever is try and sit here and say that being skinny is still not the preferred look. What we're not gonna do is sit here and try to equate the two, because that's not it, and we should know that. I feel like that's very because being plus size has never been the standard. Being skinny is still the standard in many areas of our life today. So we can't do that. Moving from that, you're still allowed to be insecure if you feel like you're really petite, and you're still allowed to be insecure if you feel like you're plus size. You're still allowed to be insecure. But don't let those insecurities stem from what seems to be praised today, because let me tell you something, what's praised today can be denounced tomorrow. Think about what the body type was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like the little petite bodies, it was super petite, honestly. Or look at like even like early 2000s with like Cassie. Like the body type was different, and then like pushing on from like the early 2000s, we got into a little bit rounder, we got a little bit thicker, and now we're boom boom boom. It always moves. That's the point. Okay, here's the point. It's always gonna go all the way around. It's the preferred body type for men, the preferred body type in music, the preferred body type anywhere is always gonna shift, okay? Always. Generation to generation, decade to decade, it is always going to move. So there's really no point in being like, ugh, I don't have this decade's body, because what are you gonna do? Chase each decade's body type? So we shouldn't be chasing this standard that we're never gonna keep up with, ever. You could have the bangingest body ever, you could have the perfect ratio, right? But if you got beans for brains, child, It don't matter. You will be here today and gone tomorrow because the next girl can go get the same thing that you just got. But the next girl can never buy you. The next girl could never look like who you look like on the inside. People cannot imitate successfully who you are. That's the importance there. Do you understand that? Let's wind it back. There could be a million girls with the same exact body, right? But there could never be a million yous. As corny as that sounds, as freaking, what's that called? As Hallmark card as that sounds, it's the truth. And again, someone else's light should not dim yours. You shouldn't be feeling like you're competing against women. I don't understand where it's like this competition where it's like, well, now I gotta one-up her because she just one-upped me with getting, you know, her breast done. She just one-upped me with getting her butt done. Why? We're not like this. Why can't you just be like, period, she one-upped herself by getting those things done for herself because that's what she wanted to do, and it's none of my business. I'm saying this to say y'all should be competing with yourselves. That's the point. If you're trying to compete with the women around you, body-wise and things like that, you'll never win because someone is always just going to one-up you, and that's just the truth. If all your value is placed in your body, you will never win. If your value is placed in who you are, you have no choice but to compete with your own self, and that's how it should be. And why? Here's food for thought. Why do we want to fit into something so bad? Why do we want to look like everybody else so bad? What type of validation are we like searching for? I can like somebody else's body type. For example, Tiana Taylor, I do not have that body at all, nowhere near it. We not the same. I can look at her and be like, that is a beautiful body. I follow her, I love her body, like everything. Chef's kiss. But I'm not gonna then be like, well, I don't have it, so I must not be popping. I must not be bomb because her body's bomb and I don't have that. You know how many different bomb ass body types there are? There's such a wide range of women in each body type category that are bomb and people revere and love them. Men love them, women love them, everybody loves them. So it's like, I think we're just kind of obsessing over today's pop culture obsession, and it's like, we all don't have to like the same thing. And then what I feel like is also garbage is people being like, oh, but she's plastic though. Oh, but blah, 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 blah. Like trying to shame it because really all you're doing is showcasing your own insecurities. Like, I just feel like you being like, yeah, but the body's plastic. Why is there a but? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? How does her body or the work that she's got done on her body affect you? It doesn't. So let her live her life. If she chose to do that, she chose to do that. And you can live yours without choosing to do that. You're insecure that you don't have that body type, so you're trying to find an excuse as to why she's not popping. You think she looks better than you, so you're trying to find a reason to take her down a couple notches. You're trying to find a reason to humble her. And it's like, how about you try to build yourself up a couple notches, whether that be in any form? Unless somebody is fully shaming you for like your body type, like let's say somebody who got work done and is now shaming people who have, you know, that super petite or like square frame, you know what I'm saying? Like don't have the full hip hip hip. If that's what's happening, then I totally understand you being like, girl, you looked like me 2 seconds ago. But if somebody is minding their business and you're just so insecure by somebody else's body that you are like, but you're plastic though, you bought it, rah, you're not real. And so the body's still there, it's hers now, ain't it? I don't know, I just don't like that hate and stuff. Like if you're dealing with your own insecurities, that's totally fine and I feel for you, but don't start projecting and trying to make other people feel bad about their own bodies. Like relax. And I'm sure some of the next women that are like this are gonna be under here clapping, but I also feel like some of y'all be doing that to them to find excuses because you feel like your man might be interested in her. You know what I'm saying? Like you're mad that your man is looking at her, or you think that your man might want her because the body look great, and you're like, she's plastic, yeah. Like you're so mad that she has a body you don't because you think your man might be interested. I've seen that a million times. So don't be that girl either. Like at the end of the day, your man might be like, ooh, that looks good because he has eyes. We still have eyes as women, as girlfriends, as whatever. We still have eyes. It's okay if he thinks that looks good, but if you think that your man could be that tempted that he wouldn't want your body anymore and go get one like that for himself, why are you with him in the first place? That's the real question. You can't appreciate something and keep it pushing? That's not what, like, if you have somebody like that in your life, then maybe you should let them go, sis. So back to the bodies, right? Y'all have to understand that there are people everywhere that will appreciate what your body looks like for what it is. If you're only feeling this way about your body because, oh, this boom 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 body is praised right now in society, you're always gonna feel like that about your body, because the next day it could switch to something else. Another girl could become the next influencer and boom, now everybody wants that body. Then what? You're gonna keep chasing something, you're never gonna be able to fulfill it on your own. So that is why I want to make sure you guys are, you know, really figuring out why you're feeling so insecure about your body type and why you want that one so bad. I mentioned this in a video before, but really I feel like the best way to kind of accept your body is to stop viewing it as like a symbol, or stop viewing it as anything other than just a temple and a vessel for you. So for me, I'm just viewing my body as like, this is the vessel that allows me to do what I do on a day-to-day basis. This is the vessel that allows me to get my message across. This is the vessel that allows me to get up every day. That's how I view it, and I try to take care of it as such. So yeah, I do work out and stuff like that. Of course, some of me, you know, I have my little insecurities and I have little things that I would like to, you know, fix on my body or whatever, and that's a part of working out. But also just feeling good and taking care of my body is a huge part of me working out, because this is the vessel that allows me to do what I need to do every day. It's like a little bridge for you to be able to go from point A inside of you to point B outside of you. We have to stop putting so much value in external things. So the value should really be inside of you. Who are you? What do you stand for? What do you plan on leaving on this earth? What's your purpose? What are you doing to make this earth better? What are you doing to make yourself better at the end of the day? These are the things we should be concerned about. Not if I have a 40-inch hip ratio to my 25-inch waist. Like, these are the concerns, because if we're all focused on this and how we look, what are we getting done? What are you getting done for yourself internally? Not even like, we are the world, we should all be doing something, although I feel that we should. What are you doing for yourself? Especially because bodies fade and age. So really, we're so focused on something that is so fleeting. When you have your personality, when you have your purpose, that's forever, sweetheart. Y'all need to be putting more time into figuring out who you are and what you want in life and what you want to leave on this earth. Figure that out. Figure out your traumas. Figure those things out before we get so obsessed with this body type. I just don't, bodies are really bottom of the list in true importance, and anybody who isn't shallow will understand that concept. So if somebody doesn't understand that concept, if you're around a guy or somebody who seems to put bodies in front of anything else, you don't want to be around them anyway. You don't want to be around shallow and superficial people like that. I want you guys to just focus on the things that really matter, because all this rest of this stuff is just fleeting, and I want to make sure you're looking back on things being like, wow, like, I've really done a lot for myself. I've really made a difference. Not just like, wow, I've wasted my entire life worrying about everything else around me and on the outside of me and nothing on the inside of me. And that's just that on that. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I feel like, you know, this is cute little girl chat. If you feel, you know, like you relate to anything like this, make sure you guys put it in the comments. Let's have a healthy discussion. But before I close this out, you know I have to give my shout out of the week. This week's shout out goes to Tiger Lily's Book Corner. Here is her page. Your header is so cute. I don't know if you're gonna plan on posting content on there, but I would love to see it, because I think book content is important. I feel like books are fleeting right now and they're so important. So I just want to let you know I love you so much, and I'll never change. Alright y'all, so make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn post notifications on. You got a lot to do, you better get to it, and I will see you guys in my next one.